let us try to understand how to create page block sections and buttons. So let me start the topic with the page block buttons here. Page block buttons. So basically, this component is used. This component is used to create buttons on the block, on the page block. When you want to create a buttons on the page block, we have a component called apex command button. Using this, we will create a button in the page. First, let us see how to create a button on the page. Then I will continue with the creation of buttons on the page block. We are going with this. First, I have a VisualForce page here. File. Now I was creating apex form. So I was creating here apex form, page block, title. I was creating button. So in the page block, I am creating some button here. Command button. Button 1. I created a button with a value equal to button 1. So when I give a value, this will be displayed on the button. So if I am giving you value, whatever the value we have given, that is displayed on the button. So first one we have apex page block command button value equal to button 1. Let me create one more button here where I am giving button action equal to apex page 1. So when I click on this button, what is the action that need to be performed? When I click on this button, what is the action that need to be performed? So I gave, when I click on this button, open me page 1. So it is taking you to apex page 1. It is taking you to apex page 1. Now let me go to the next. I was giving here trying to apply some style sheets. Style with 150 pixel. Background. I made background so and so. In this context, we applied some CSS with the width of the button and background. We have here button with the color. So we have taken value, action, style. Now what I want is When you click on the button, I want to call a method from the Apex class. I want to call method from the Apex class. So file, new Apex class. I'm taking button example. Public void, taking a public string, result. I'll give here public void. I have defined a method called show. So whenever you call a method called show, I was giving the result as this is a show. My intention is to invoke method from Apex class. So let me go to this. I'm trying to define controller button example. Apex class we are trying to invoke. Then Apex PageBlock title, I'm trying to create command button, value equal to Apex method, action equal to action equal to show. So here I was trying to call a show method from the button example. I was trying to call show method from button example. What happened? Apex method. When I click on this, I want to call. So how do you know that you called it? What I'm trying to do is display the result. In case if the method is called, the value of result would change. Go back to this, click on this method. Still it is processing, right? So this is a show call. So we have invoked method from the Apex class. We have invoked method from the Apex class within the VFPage. That's what I have given here. Show, which is trying to call a show method from the Apex class. So this is how we created buttons in the VFPage. You have gone with the buttons here, value, action, style, and invoking the action of Apex page, invoking an action of Apex method. Let us make it here. Title, disabled, Apex command button, value equal to disabled. So when I say disabled, button is visible to you but in the form of disabled state. Button is visible to you but it is in the form of disabled state. So let me display this page. It's taking some time. So button is created but it is visible in the form of disabled state. Button is visible here in the form of disabled state. Right. We have a disabled state. So what else we have? Let me go with the next attribute. Next. rendered example, command button. So what we can do, yes, we can go with the rendered false. Rendered equal to false. This is how we display it. These are the some of the components what we have seen. So any query on this? Any query? All these buttons we are trying to create within the body of the page block. All this we are trying to create within the body of the page block. Any queries?
Can we define the position of the button?
Can you repeat?
How to define the position of the button?
One at a time, please.
Satish, go to VFPage.
Right? You are able to see the page?
No. Minimize this developer console.
You want me to show the main page of UI?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, the button, first button is a button 1, right?
Yes.
Left side, I want to bring it in the middle of the page block.
Can you be a bit louder, Ravi?
Button 1 ఉంది కదా అది మిడిల్ లో తీసుకురావాలి పేజ్ కి మిడిల్ లో తీసుకురావాలి.
Yeah. As of now, we are going with the body. I'll design that. Okay. We just understanding how to create a button now, right? Then I'll apply the remaining properties.
Okay.
Just I'm trying to tell you attributes of the button. Okay. The rest of the components I'll go ahead.
Okay.
Right. Done. So this is clear for everyone. Now we are trying to understand one more concept called page block buttons. When you say page block buttons, page block buttons are the child components of page block Page block buttons should be displayed on the page block. It is a child component of page block and it is displayed on the header and footer of the page block. So here I am giving apex command button value I give value equal to 1. I was trying to create one more button now. So within these page blocks, I was printing some data. These are page block buttons. So let me run this. So if you look at this example, I created a page block. Within the page block, I created page block buttons. Page block buttons are the child components of page block. Page block buttons are the child component of page block. Whatever we are defining in the page block buttons, that will be displayed on the header and footer of the page. That will be displayed on the header and footer of the page. So let me take you to the page. Right. So let me have a preview of the same page. So what we have, the buttons are displayed in the header part of the block, bottom part of the footer and header. This is how we are getting in the middle, right? Now, let us see. I was trying to create one more page block. So here I am giving location equal to, I gave location equal to top. So let us see what would happen if I give location equal to top. Buttons are displayed only in the top part of the story. Similarly, I'll go with two more blocks, where in this I'm giving location equal to bottom. In the next one, here I'm giving direction equal to RTL, location equal to top. Location equal to top. We have the buttons on the top right corner. This is top right corner, these are bottom. So according to your need, you can give your buttons. According to your need, you can create the buttons for the page block. For the block what we have created, we are trying to create the buttons as the location equal to top, right, bottom. Am I clear with this? Any queries on this? So the thumb rule is page block button should be child component of page block. Page block button should be child component of page block. I hope I'm clear with this. Right. You can take this exercise from my community. Session 3 notes. I already taken the program. I have given the soft copy of the example. You can check out the same example. Right. So let us try to understand next component. Let us try to understand the next component. We have seen a couple of examples about input text. Now what we are trying to understand is, we want to understand page block section. Look at this. What is page block section? Now, when you say page block section, let us say this is a page block what we have. This is your page block. When this is a page block, some titles. So we have some rows in the page block. What we are trying to do is, we are dividing the page block into number of rows. We are dividing the page block into number of rows like this. We are dividing the page block into number of rows. Now it is asking, each row is divided into how many columns? Each row is divided into how many columns? Now it is dividing into number of rows. Now each row is divided into how many columns? Is it 2 columns? Or 3 columns? So into how many columns you are making? So the page block section breaks the page block into rows and specifies into how many columns it has to be broken. Now, in each column, one component is printed. In each column, one component is printed. When I take this is a column, in each column, one component is printed. When I say one component, what does it mean? When I say one component, it means once I open the component, let us say Apex page, I opened it. Apex page. I have written a number of things here. I have written so once I open the component till you close. Once I open the component till you close. I opened here. Till you close, it is called one component. Let us see. I open the component. Output label. Input text. So here I open the component. When I open the component till you close, it's called one component. So one component is printed in one column. Let us say I have taken the next Apex input text. In this case, what I have done? I opened the component, I closed the component. Here only I opened, here only I closed. So it is called one component. So one component is printed in one column. It divides the row into number of columns. In each column, one component is printed. The row is divided into number of columns. In each column, one component is printed. Let me give an example of it. I am taking Apex page. Apex block, title, in the page block I have page block section. So page block section is a child component of page block because it is dividing the rows into number of columns. So I give here title, equal to section 1. Let me put here. Now I am creating here output label value equal to. I opened the component, I closed the component. I am giving here input text. I opened a component, I am printing the component. I am going with page block. Right, so what I have done? How many components? Component 1, component 2, component 3. Let us see. In this context, if you observe, I didn't specify how many columns. I'm not giving any how many columns to be. If you're not giving the number of columns, by default, it specifies 2 columns. If you don't specify number of columns, by default, it takes 2 columns. If you're not specifying how many columns are there, by default, it divides into 2 columns. So let me take the output of this. It's a lot of time. Now, look at this. So whatever the title we gave, section 1. Section 1 was displayed as a title. Then enter the name. This is one component. This is printed in one column. Input text. This is one component. This is printed in one column. Page block. This is one component. It is printed into one column. As you are not mentioned how many columns you need, so automatically it has divided into 2 columns. You want to specify the number of columns? Give it. I said columns equal to 3. I said columns equal to 1. I said columns equal to 1. We got the data. Then, similarly, when you are giving, if you observe, we are finding this collapsible. So I don't want that option to be enabled. So I am giving here collapsible equal to false. When I say collapsible equal to false, then what happens here? We are not having that section. That section is removed. So we have the attributes like title, columns, collapsible. Title, columns, collapsible. Titles, columns, collapsible. I am also going with one of the example called show header. When I say show header, whatever the title we give, that is hidden. What happened? Header is not displayed. If I give true, you are able to see the header. So this is page block section. When you are going with the page block section, we have one drawback here. What is it? I want to take name and password. Let us see. I want to take name and password. So what is happening in this case? This is one component, this is the other component, this is the other component. So we are not getting in an ordered way. So we want to build rich UI output. So in that context, we have the next attribute as fx page block section. In this, we have fx page block section item. When you say fx page block section item, it is a child component of page block section. This is a child component of page block section. This is a child component of page block section. Within the page block section, we can have 2 child components. Within the page block section item, we can have 2 child components. Every child component, every fx page block section item is displayed in one column of the page block section. It is something like this. So let me show you a quick example of it for your understanding. Page block section. So I am taking here Apex. Title equal to page block section. I have taken a page block section. Within the section, we have page block section item. We have page block. Within the page block section. Within the section, we have page block section item. I told you, within the page block section item, you can take within the page block section item, you can take two components. Next. We have page block. Within the page block section. Within the page block section, we have taken section item. Within the section item, two components. Every page block section item is printed in one column of page block. One column of page block section. So look at this. Enter name, enter age. Let me keep. So the structure is within the page we have page block. Within the page block we have page block section. Within the page block section we have page block section item. So what happened? One component. Page block section item, one column. Every page block section item is printed in one column each. Every page block section item is printed in one column each. Every page block section item is printed in one column each. Any query on this? Any queries? Right. Now, if you remember, at the time of giving a definition of a page block, we have seen something called mode, where we have a mode as edit mode, edit mode, detail mode, main detail mode. Now I am giving the mode equal to edit. So let us see, are you finding any difference in this one? Previously we have a lines here. If you look at this previous example, between this we are getting a lines. So look at this, we are not getting the row wise lines. Previously we had a row wise lines here in between this. Like these lines we used to find. Okay. Let me take the next. I was making mode equal to detail mode. When you say detail mode, look at this one now. We have the lines between the rows. Suppose I was taking main detail. When you are saying a main detail, what happened? The background color is changed to white. The background color is changed to white. It's a page block only. We have still, it is there on the page block only, but the page block was displayed with white background, with the lines in between with the white background. So we can classify the mode in which the block has to be opened. Right. So basically, we need to understand page block section item. We need to understand page block section item. Page block section item is a child component of page block section. Each page block section item is printed in one column of the page block section. Within the page block section item, we can have two child components. This is the format. Okay. Right. So let us come back. I will make two scenarios here. We'll understand how to use this. Let us quickly make two scenarios. I have a page. In the page, we are creating with some section header. We are creating some section header. We are getting some section header. We are getting here. Right. So here I have page block. The page block. Here I am going to create button. When you click on this button, it should take you to the new page. When you click on this button, it should take you to the new page. New page is something like this. You get the data here. Then it should take you to page block. So I have some page block here. So like this. So when I click on the button, it should take you to the page. So what we are doing, we want a page. When you click on this button, it should take you to the new VFPage. So this was my requirement. So let us implement this requirement first. Then I will enhance with respect to our requirement. So first I am creating here we have public page. If you want to transfer the control from one page to another page, if you want to navigate from one page to another page, we need to take a return type as page reference. When I say page reference, to which page you want to return? Page reference equal to new page reference. What is the name of the page? I gave Apex. Next page example. So if I am giving page reference p equal to / Apex next page example, it means go to the page called next page example. Whenever I call this next page, it is going to call the VF page called next page example. So let me give an example here. First page. So how do you call the Apex class? Controller equal to example. So I ask you to create first section header. I ask you to create Apex section header, title equal to title and subtitle. Let us go with this one now. Apex PageBlock title. What is the title I gave here? My page. I have here Apex. I want to create a PageBlockButtons. Let us say PageBlockButtons. Apex. Value. Apex command button value equal to action equal to so what we have done here. Apex command button value equal to button action equal to next page. What is this next page? It is a method in the Apex class. But the button should be displayed at the bottom of the block. What happened? Location equal to. So we want this button to be displayed at the bottom of the block. So let us have a preview of this page. What happened? What button? When you click on this button, it should take you to the. When you click on this button, it should take you to the new VisualForce page, which is called next page example. So in this page, what I ask you to do? Subtitle, Apex page, your title equal to call from this is what I have created. So what you have done here? In this page, section header, page block. So let us go back here and see. Open the home page. When you click on this button, the control is taken to next page. This is how we are navigating from one page to another page. Whenever we want to navigate from one page to another page, we have to use page reference. Page reference P equal to new page reference is the name of the page to which you want to refer. The name of the page to which you want to refer. Name of the page to which you want to refer. Any queries at this point? Any queries for anyone? Right. So let me go with the next example. Let us build one more scenario. So in this scenario, what I want is, I am taking a page, I am taking page block, so here we have student data, name, age. So I was taking name and age here. I'm taking button called submit. I'm taking a button called submit. When you're taking a button called submit, if I click on the submit button, what should happen? It should take you to new page. When I click on the submit button, it should take you to new page. Here it has to give. Suppose if I give it like this, the result should be given. Name, so when I click on the submit button, the data what we entered should also be transferred to the next page. The data what we entered should also be entered to the next page. The data what we entered should also be transferred to the next page. Right. Let us take this one. This is the requirement what I have. So to meet this requirement, what I need an Apex class which will store name, age. I need a method called submit. Let us go with this example. File, Apex class, student data. So look at this, public string name, public integer, we have public page reference, page, page reference p equal to new page reference Apex slash student page. This I can say student output. So I have a class with a method. Next page. I have a class with a method called next page. When you call this method, it is going to return to the page called student output. So let us create the VF pages. So if you want to refer to the Apex class, controller equal to student data, Apex form, Apex block title, student data. So in this, I am taking a Apex section header, page block section. Within the section, I have to take Apex page block section item. Within the item, I am taking a Apex output label, value equal to enter name, text, value equal to this is one page block section item. So we have taken enter name, enter age. At the same time, we have a button here. Location. Value equal to submit. Action equal to next page. So what I have done? I created a page block with two page block section items, name and age. Let us have a preview of this. Right. This is how we got it. Now what I want to give columns equal to. So when you enter the data, I want to go to the next page. So what is that? Student output page. Create the VF page, one more VF page. Here also I have to use controller equal to student data. In this we are going with Apex page block section again. Within the page block section I am taking here Apex page block section item. I am going to give here Apex output label, value equal to name. Now I am taking here, I want to display, I don't want to take input. As you want to display, I am giving output text. If you want to take the value from user, input text. As you are trying to display, it's output text. Same concept I repeated here. Where I was giving age. Right. So I have created one more VisualForce page. This page also control is same. The first page is also control is same. Both the pages have the same controller. Both the pages have same controller. So let me run this. So what we have? Taking age equal to 30. When you click on submit, student output only. Right? What is the name of the page I gave? Student output page I gave. Let me go back to the same page. We submit. So what happened? Name equal to Sadish Mela, age equal to 30. So what we have done here? We are trying to transfer the data from one page to another page. If you want to transfer the data from one page to another page, the controller in both the pages should be same. If you give the controller in both the pages as same, and when you navigate from one page to another page, automatically the data also will be migrated. So this is how we are using the components called page block section item, and we have used some buttons called page block buttons. So this is the overall scenario about the topics what we have done. We have seen about the page block section item, page block buttons, input text and output label. All together we have done a single example. Any queries?